Hello and welcome to the Think Share. My name's Zach. I'm here to bring to what I've been thinking about, sharing about. Invite you to subscribe. One of my favorite things one of the favorite features I have in my classroom is the thank wall, and it is, it's something that I love sharing with my students. I think it's something that I'm passionate about is being thankful for things, and so for me to be able to share that with my students, I am so glad that I get to have that in my classroom. Oh, so Alex, in a few minutes, so it's uploading right now. So as you can see right there, it's coming. It's uploading right now. When it's complete, I'm gonna tweet it out so that the people that are on live stream can see it. Because I'm putting it as unlisted right now, and I just want to see how many people are. I'm just not gonna put it straight onto YouTube public. No, it's coming out like in a few minutes. So it's got 6 minutes to go. In fact, I need to plug in my computer so it doesn't die halfway through. But this is the one about the thank wall. This was the one that I did ask a bunch of teachers if they would work on it with me. None of them were able to make the time work out, so it didn't come out quite the way I had originally thought of it. But I realized I was more holding on to this idea that I didn't really need to hold on to. Let's see. So it came out differently, but I'm very excited about a different feature that I added to it. So the other night on the live stream, I talked a little bit about I wanted to do this part of it that is inspired from one of Kendrick Lamar's parts. And Samson, come here. Come here, buddy. Ugh. Kitty. This is my cat, Samson, by the way. He's living I'm actually at my in-laws right now because we're cat and dog sitting while they're on vacation. Say hi, buddy. I've never taught him how to meow on command or anything, so. Does it feature any teachers or students? It does not feature any other students or teachers. I think in some of my coming videos I will do that, but I'm hoping some of them will see this video and or the last one and say to themselves, you know what, that's something I want to participate in. I was looking at a lot of other teacher music videos out there, and there's a solid amount of them out there that have like entire faculties involved. So I'm hoping that it can get enough attention and people will like it enough that they will want to be a part of something in the near future. Why is that not charging? Well, I should charge my phone too. Yeah, so that's one slightly sad thing is my original hopes for it have not quite come to fruition, but there's still a lot of good stuff going on inside of it. Does this work? Nope, it's not gonna let me do that. I had to plug it in so things are. But yeah, so right now my wife's still at work. She'll be back in about an hour or two. But I was gonna live stream while it's uploading, and then I'm hoping that when I tweet out the link, because I'm gonna keep it unlisted for a little bit. I'm very curious as to what some of all of your first reactions are, and I look forward to receiving them. It should be up on YouTube in about 8 minutes now. One of the things I'm really excited about is I feel like this is the fastest I've ever rapped. I came up with a verse that I want to say it came out to like 100 syllables in a minute or in 30 seconds or something, which I didn't think I was capable of. So it's been a fun process realizing kind of what I'm capable of and coming up with my own rhymes and sort of owning it, because I feel like for the Gucci Gang video, it was a lot more of me like not thinking much of myself. And when you do a parody video, it's like, because you're trying to be funny about it, it's like you don't take yourself seriously. But you know, I took myself just a little bit more seriously on this one, and I feel like I can feel it throughout it because there's a certain air of confidence about it, and I think a lot of people. I'm hoping that this video similarly inspires people to make their own music. This is not good by any means, but at the same time, I hope that it makes a difference for people. How's it going? Demise, I hope that you will like the video that comes out. It's about 8 minutes away right now, but I was just saying that I'm hoping this inspires people to make their own projects. I mean, this is a testament to. It took me, this one, I practiced a lot more so that I knew all the words to it. Although I'll let you guys know in the live stream, the part that I would say I do fast, it took me, I didn't memorize it. I just have the script right above the camera so that I can read off it. What did you just say? I just posted my lyric video right now. Goal is to get 1 million views on it. Your lyric video, following you on Twitter now. Oh, thanks, Alex. Let me check this out. YouTube. I had my baby boy press publish video. That's awesome. Let's check this out. Let's see. Demise. Music. Aiden, I didn't make a new parody. This one it's just I wrote my own song, and it's really not the best for sure. But at the same time, I put pretty solid amount of energy into this one that I'm excited about. And entertainment. We're gonna check out entertain. It'll be out on Twitter in a few minutes. Videos. All right, so you just put it out. Aggressive rap, hip hop, rock. Is that it's called? Okay, all right, we got it. Let's see. Can I turn the camera? That's what we're gonna do. So one of the people on the live stream here just released theirs 22 minutes ago. So let's check that out. This is not me, by the way. This is Demise.
Middle fingers up and hold them high to the sky. Time to wake up and take control of your life. So fuck the fuck up. It's what we tell them, stay true.
I'm gonna have to pause. So I do my best not to swear on the video content that I put up. Demise, I'm gonna have to pause there. Are there any other swears in here that we should be aware of? It's all right. So if you guys are interested in watching the rest of that it's at 6 views. The goal is they're going for 1 million. He's going for 1 million. I got it, Aiden. Yeah, but if you guys are interested in watching the rest of that, I love the beat behind it. I'm curious if you made that. Aiden swears in class anyway, so you don't have to worry too much about him himself. Courtney, my break's going pretty well so far. Yesterday I got to hang out with some family members. My in-laws are headed down to Florida, and today finished off this project which I've been working on. Hey, how's it going, That Scooter Kid? I just finished off this. I edited it. I had to keep stop. I feel like with a good project that you're like a good YouTube video project, like you gotta work on it, and then you gotta step away from it, and then you gotta work on it, and you gotta keep stepping away from it, because if you don't do that, then you I don't know, it gets stale and you overthink things a lot. How's the back handspring going? I'm gonna go for a back flip. I'm gonna go straight to the back flip. I use iMovie for a editing program, but Courtney, I have not started the back flipping yet. Part of it was because the weather really was not great today. I was expecting to go down to our house and meet up with an electrician, and I also had to dog sit today, so that kind of threw a small wrench in my plans, but I was also thinking to myself today was not one of the main days I was going to do it, but I was going to start more on Monday or Tuesday because I think a lot of people have that holiday off tomorrow, but I was going to look. I'm hoping if the weather permits, I'm going to show up to a more crowded park, and I have 2 hills in mind that I'm thinking I'm going to try practicing on, and I think I'm gonna get my old knee pads. So Courtney asked me how the back handsprings are going, and I had said I've made a bet with 3 of my students now that I'm going to learn how to do a back tuck, backflip, over break on flat ground, and so I haven't started that yet, but it's still in the plan. It's still being planned. We're currently at 8 minutes. I don't know how to, oh, I should add to the description. So I'm going to be putting the link on Twitter for the video when it finally uploads. So I should probably leave you all my Twitter account in the description. Sometimes I forget what it was. It's all right, Demise. Now you just know to give me a heads up next time. I think one of the things I really try to stray away from just using swears is I think sometimes they're really useful when you're trying to like bring on some emotion. Sometimes they really just say it, but I think the more that we use swears, the less useful they are and the less shock value they have. And I feel like that's not some of their purpose. Like the other day I forget where I was, but I just heard someone talking and like every other word out of their mouth was a swear. And I was like, you're just wasting, you're just completely devaluing the word, and it lacks value. Versus there are some of my friends that talk like they never swear. And so when you hear them swear, you know something's wrong. And it's like I really try to use my language specifically. So part of it is I try to keep this much more on the PG-13 side, and I try to stray away from swears for the people. Oh, that's right. It is Extra Watson. So my Twitter handle is Extra Watson. I'll be putting the YouTube. I can't talk at the same time. I'm not a good multitasker. I'm gonna be putting the video link on there first for people to see. I don't know why, but I wanted to try releasing something a little bit differently rather than just sending something out publicly. That's true. I listen to heavy metal, underground rap, and other aggressive music, so it's kind of bleeds into what I create. Yeah, I could see that. Courtney, the video should be coming out. It's currently says it's about 8 minutes away, which it said a couple minutes ago. So it could be a little bit longer than 8 minutes. Clearly, you aren't a good multitasker because you can't teach math and control a class at the same time. Boom, roasted. All right, Aiden. All right, I see you there. But when you're teaching math, does that mean you have to have control over them? Could half the students, when you're teaching, does that mean you have to be talking? I would challenge you in considering what it is to be teaching, because Gary Vaynerchuk, one of my favorite people to talk about in recent time, he teaches by action and by doing what he talks about. So a lot of his teaching is in what he does, not what he says. So oftentimes there's a lot of things you don't have to teach by controlling people and keeping the volume down. Sometimes you just got to do. But I could see where sometimes it feels like I don't control a classroom. And your class, I would say I certainly I have a little bit of a challenge with, but don't worry, I'm not going to be using the seating chart that you created for the next term. So don't worry, shouldn't be a problem. Boom, roasted. He's really trying to get his hand into the music industry. Is he really? I didn't know Gary Vee was trying to get into the music industry, but I feel like he could belong there. I feel like his content is very like the stuff that he talks about. One of the things that I want to do as a artist, and I don't know that I've ever called myself an artist before, but thinking of myself as an artist, I'd like to bring that kind of energy, that kind of message into music because it's just so under talked about. So many people are talking about making a lot of money, falling in love, uh, finding success in some sort of career, but I feel like so little of it is motivational, um, and so little of it is sort of inspirational. So I I hope to, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for this music video, is that it's similar in that there's I'm trying to teach people how to be thankful and how to have some gratitude. I I hope you enjoy it, Poke Girl Bros. I hope I don't let you down here. I think I did a pretty good job on it. But at the same time, I think with anybody that creates something, they're always a little bit nervous how it's gonna come out. So I hope it delivers on what I had wanted to. By the way, for all of you cereal lovers out there, today I feel like my diet changes whenever I'm on vacation. I think I just eat more because I'm around the house more. I killed both of these boxes today. They're both like on sale because of these like little like folds in the box. So I got them for $1.74 each, and yeah, I just demolished cereal today. I had 2 boxes and drank it just with this almond milk. You know what I love about almond milk? You can leave it out and it doesn't go bad. You can like forget to not put it back in the fridge and it doesn't become a problem at all. Taco, what are you doing? Taco, do you want to join the live stream? This is Taco. Say hi. Taco, my wife sort of brought in because he was crying out in the back in early 2016 when we lived in Lowell. We heard him crying out in the in in between the apartments, and he was wicked beat up, and I guess a bunch of different houses tried to take him in, but at the same time, you gonna step over there? At the he's almost like on top of the camera. He was crying so loud that like 5 different houses tried to take him in, and just no one could like wrangle him. So my wife decided to, I didn't know she was capable of doing this, but she scruffed him, brought him all the way upstairs, put him in the bathroom, and then we like looked after him for like 3 days until he got acclimated to hanging out with our cat Samson, and then they've become best friends. They like wrestle with each other, they groom each other. They're I think they actually might be gay together. This is them right now. 2 cuties. But yeah, like all the time we'll just find the 2 of them like licking each other. They go into these very interesting positions that like one's licking one's tummy and the other one's licking the other one's back, and they do it all the time. 2 favorite cats ever though. Because almonds make milk. Aiden, commenting on your comment there. The interesting about almond milk is you're right, it's not really milk. It's actually more like nut juice, but I think whoever was marketing this said to themselves, I don't think nut juice is gonna sell. It's gonna sound really gross and inappropriate, but that's really what it is, because almond milk is when you take almonds and you crush them down and then you sort of like juice them. Like, I've never actually done it myself, but I've seen like videos on how it's made, and it's just like super crushed and like it like just all the liquid comes out. You mean nut juice? I didn't say butt juice. Raw almonds, almond milks, salad, and lightly seasoned chicken breast is what I try to eat the most. Yeah, sounds good. Samson, come back here, buddy. All right, so I'm a little bit annoyed that it's saying that it's publishing, but at the same time, it doesn't look like it's moving at all. I just feel like it's staying stagnant at 8 minutes right there. Slightly disappointing. Not moving as fast as I'd like to, but whatever. So one of the so a little bit of a background to this video that's coming is it started as I think it was on a snow day. I wrote it just because I was thinking about if I were to make another song, what would I want it to be about? So I started talking about the thank wall, and I made, I think most of the rap is pretty close to the original, and then at some point I like the rhymes started getting weird, and I wanted to actually, instead of having it being spoken word, I wanted to have it actually be to a beat. So I just recorded myself and then repeated it so that I could make the rest of the lyrics of the song. So the only beat of the song is just me doing a really simple beatbox going, and and then at some point I ramp it up, but at the same time it's not really changing the beat of it. So this was the first song that I am actually trying to make lyrics on top of a beat, versus before I was either remixing or it was all spoken word with no beat at all. So that was an interesting experience, was having it actually trying to actually put it on top of a beat. And then the other problem was, so I was watching this video from Jaden Smith, and it's called George Jeff. And as he's going through it, like the whole first part of the song, he's like going along to the beat. And then all of a sudden he just goes kind of off beat, and it still sounds really good, but I couldn't like put my fingers on why it still sounded good. And I was kind of doing the same thing, but like I went off beat, but it didn't sound good. And I couldn't figure it out. And so at some point, I just decided not to care. And I think this is going to be one of the interesting parts of my learning process, is going to be figuring out what does and doesn't work for making hip hop sounds, making songs. And I'm looking forward to what people's reactions to it are. I feel like I just had a lot more creative license with this video than I did with Gucci Gang. So I'm getting a little concerned about the program right now. I'm thinking about shutting it down, restarting it. It usually doesn't pause on 8 minutes for a long time. Looking forward to hearing. I hope you enjoy it. It's I'd said this in one of the other live streams. Is it was inspired from Kendrick Lamar's song DNA, when he goes to the second part of the song, when he just starts rapping. It's almost like he's in a dark room, and like the light keeps flashing on and off of him, and then it's like super chaotic, and it's like purposefully chaotic. And then from there he just kept going, and they did the beat. They had to create a beat around his lyrics. So that was kind of what I did, was I tried to go as fast as I could, and then just tried to sort of put some other sounds in the back to make it sound better. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna restart it now. iMovie's not pumped about that. I like the way I worded the description, but might just have to scrap that. Yeah, I'm gonna restart it now. All right, iMovie. This will let's see. I'm gonna put like a question on here. Hold on a second. Hey TJ. How do I get that? Let's see. To get it off the ground a little bit. be able to see. Oh, that's what I'll do. I should have a sticky note. Alex, it looks like it's. I don't know what it's doing. I'm restarting the program. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's acting strange. All right. So in the meantime, can you read it, Aiden? Oh, it keeps coming off because I keep breathing. Hold on. We want more sticky notes. There we go. I'm trying to put up a question for people to answer while we're waiting. So if people get bored, we can talk about hip hop. There we go. I think we can see that, right? All right, we're gonna have to force quit iMovie. I'm not gonna restart my computer. I don't think that's necessary, but yeah, iMovie, wake back up. Let's try this again. Aiden, what's your favorite Japan famous Dex basic and says a lot of the same verse, but it's still good? I can't say I've ever heard of that. Is that semi-new or is it old? Famous Dex. Is it, if it has swears in it, I'm not gonna play it, but maybe I'll play it if it's on the cleaner side. All right, let's try this again. Come on, iMovie. All right, I won't play for it. What I'm assuming it's about them becoming famous. Famous Dex basic. Here we go, YouTube. No, the song is it's called Japan. I see. By famous. Yeah, I've never heard of that artist before. You know, I've never looked to see is what the YouTube analytics look like while you're live. I wonder what it looks like. Oh, it doesn't show the video at all. Well, this countdown's taking a little bit longer than I had hoped for. But at the same time, I get to talk with all you Mob Deep shook ones. Cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Scared to death or scared to look, they shook. Yeah, I liked Mob Deep back in the day. Back when I was in I think sophomore year of high school, I liked Mob Deep. I was back when 50 Cent was still making music. I feel like he wasn't that good a rapper. He just had a really good story. Mob Deep, I feel like they're not quite one-hit wonders, but at the same time, I feel like Mob Deep, that was their only main song. They had one other one that they made I think as 50 Cent came out with his movie and Eminem came out with his movie, but I feel like they didn't contribute enough as much as they could have to the rap industry. Alex, why is Mobb Deep one of your favorite songs? Simpson, come here. Come here. Gotcha. Are you excited for the music video? He doesn't like to talk much. He's amped. He can hardly contain himself. I almost want to pause the live stream because I feel like I'm being kind of boring, just because we're having some technical difficulties here. But usually the content that I put up doesn't have, I don't think, as many, I don't know if I'd call it features, but it doesn't quite have as many layers of audio as this does. So this is probably the most layers of audio I've ever put on any given video. So I wonder if that's part of the reason that it's taking longer than normal. Whoever's still on there, thanks for staying with me. What is it, Lily? Do you need to go out? Lily's completely blind, and she's getting a little on the older side. I feel like part of the video should have the iMovie progression bar in it. Thanks, Tomas. Yeah, I thought I had planned this well enough that I could do sort of like a countdown type experience, but at the same time, I didn't think it was gonna take this long. But yeah, maybe I can just have part of the screen on the part that's saying that it's still going. Now it doesn't even say how much time it is, it just says halfway. Which I can't decide if that's more or less annoying that there's no there's no progression bar. I'll be right back. Maybe we should just do some, maybe I'll do some cringy, bad freestyle rapping, so that we can watch it now and then in the future, then upload it to your YouTube from your desktop. I don't have a desktop, I only have a laptop. Here, Demise, do me a favor. Give me one sentence that I have to start trying to freestyle rap off of. I was practicing this the other day, and the hard part, like, I think I can come up with words to rhyme. What I have a hard time with, though, is staying on a subject. What I can do is sort of really slow freestyle, and then it just turns into another subject. Me and my students take tests. Yes, I feel like I am the most blessed. Stressed, feeling like this live stream ain't gonna make it to the test, I forget that I got all these viewers sitting on my chest, starting to feel like I'm I'm not making any sense. I'm starting to feel tense. My cat is definitely feeling stress. He likes to stuck. See, that's been my experience so far with freestyling is that I get stuck on a word and then I'll try looping back and starting to use some of the same words, and then I don't know where to go. And this is extra hard because you guys are watching me. Need a new sentence? My video isn't working. Thank goodness y'all are still watching. You better hope that I don't start flossing. I wish that I had a whole group of people flocking to this video to watch me grow as a hip hop hero, but that ain't likely though. This track might be dope, but probably not for show because I don't know how far I'm gonna go in the next year, in the next month, in the next day, or the next hour. I'd like to think that my career is gonna blossom like a flower. Every day that I put on content, sometimes it feels like I'm going into a cold shower. No one's watching, it just feels painful. And I don't know how I'm gonna do. Nope, stuck again. All right, give me another line. Let's see, Kanye West, Homecoming, inspirational lyric, reach for the stars, so if you fall, you land on the clouds. That's good. All right, give me a new sentence. I'll try to go for it as long as I can. Oh, I'm getting hot because I'm getting embarrassed. That's how I know I'm doing something right. Whoop. Still too hot. I use a MacBook Pro laptop and have uploaded most of my videos to YouTube after clicking share from iMovie. You can drag a completed video from your theater over to your laptop's desktop. Might go, I'll get to that in a second, Aiden, but I want to make sure that this is actually uploading. Maybe do it as a file and then ooh, that'll take a long time. Faster. No. I don't want to do that. It says it's publishing. If it's stuck again, then I might just restart the computer. All right, let's try this. Might go buy me a multifam. In fact, I did go buy me a multifam back in Jan. I decided to go all in ham with my wife, Alyssa. Stuck again. Damn it. Ham fam. I be funky to a junkie cause the rhyme is dope. I use my microphone wire like a cowboy rope so I can lasso any rapper that think they can cope. Damn, that's dope. You should for sure start to blow some mics and show that you got. Nope, not coming out good again. I tried. I like that rhyme, Alex. Alex, have you ever thought about writing your own music or writing your own songs? And or other people should throw in. So when I get stuck, it would be really useful if people have an extra sentence or something for me so that I can just jump ship onto the next sentence. Yeah, I'm gonna restart my computer. This isn't working. I do not know why. I do not know why this computer ain't working the way that I know that it can, despite the fact that I've used this hundreds of times. I usually think it's fine. It usually produces what I want in due time, but today it just ain't producing what I need to in time so that I can drop these rhymes for the fans, for the fam, for the Think Share Nation that gives me a chance to breathe out my thoughts, to share what I hope I don't, what I haven't forgot, and to keep crossing up my words and thoughts so that I can inspire my students. Now I could rap to your sister or rap a tongue twister. Those who want to bite it, it makes your lip blister. Don't go any faster, because I think I'm about to get trashed in the dirt for taking so damn long to do this countdown, sir. Forget the words. We don't need rhyme schemes to stuck again. Freestyling is not my thing yet. If I keep practicing though, I think we could get better. All right, Aiden, you drop the line on us real quick. I think Alex is giving some pretty good bars over there. You should hit us with something. All right, let's try restarting this. Come on. Closing out of all of it. Putting my taxes on pause. Come on. Quit. Restart. Yeah. All right, restarting the computer. I'm not gonna freestyle only because I know I can't. I applaud your efforts though. All right, thank you. Let's see. Sometimes I think about this idea that I have for Ideas Over Coffee. I want to turn this book into a giant set of raps to please the mind, to please the brain, to please whatever way that I can. What? Oh, my cat's on the piano. Samson, what are you doing, dude? You're gonna knock something over. Hey. Don't knock that. There you go. Good boy. That was nerve-wracking for a second. Well, that was quick. All right. Here we go, iMovie. We got this. What is it? When it starts uploading again, I'll pull up a couple of my other rhymes that I've written down. Maybe that'll be nicer to work with. Maybe I can add in things along the way. Hey, how's it going, Dave? All right. Right now we're waiting for the right now iMovie's pooping out, and I'm resetting it so that I can upload the video and give it to you guys. So this countdown was not meant to take 45 minutes. This was meant to take like maybe 15 or so. So let's try this again. Here we go. You got this, iMovie. Let's see some real progress here. All right, I'm just gonna be patient with it this time. The worst that happens is I have to turn off the live stream and just take an L for now and wait for things to go a little bit slower. I'm on iMovie right now, about to edit the lyric video for Instagram. Good luck. Thanks, Tomas. So for those of you that, Dave, I think this is the first time you've been on the live stream, but Dave is one of my friends from college, and usually my college friends haven't been joining in on these, but this has been fun. Yeah, yeah, ayo, my fans, it's time. It's time, my fans. My fans, begin. Straight out the cool dungeons of rap. The shirt drops. Let's see. If I get something right on, I'll start writing things down. I feel like sometimes when I write things down, it makes it a little bit easier. I feel like once you write things down, it's a little bit easier to find like the next thing to write about. I wish I could write dope rhymes. You know why? Because it gives me a little bit of time to think about the next words coming. I wish I could write dope rhymes to match the feelings I have inside. It gets embarrassing when you tell the viewers lies. Saying you're counting down when you're just passing time. I'm writing as fast as I can. Passing time. Try and try. Again, they say, I might have to go under a different name. Faking fame. Lose my name. Thank God I got multi-fam. All right. I don't know if I have the stamina for this right now. I think I'm gonna put since there's no one currently watching right now, I'm gonna sign off and I'm gonna change the title to the estimated time, and that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you all for watching, even though there's no one watching right now. I appreciate you standing with me. Thank you. Stay weird.